Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe. This week's video we have the GX470 back again for another inexpensive interior upgrade mod. I know you guys all love those as much as I do. This has to do with the cockpit area. I kind of mentioned this that I might do this in a previous video. The parts all kind of fell into line, and so I went ahead and did it, and it turned out really well. Let's not waste any more time. Hop inside, show you what I'm talking about. There it is, the steering wheel, airbag, steering column, all of that I have swapped over to black. Obviously, if you have a 470 with gray interior, it's already black, but the steering wheel itself is not all black. So let's talk real quick about the parts, and then we'll do a little bit more close-up video. For the steering column plastics, I've just taken those off. I spray painted them. Yep, just cleaned them up really well and spray painted them. I used a Rust-Oleum flat black that has the primer mixed in, a few coats of that. Actually coats really well. The black color looks like a black interior plastic. That shouldn't see too much traffic as far as like getting scratched and stuff for longevity, so that should be pretty good. I did the same thing to the airbag, cleaned it up, painted it. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but it's pretty easy to take off. I can clean it up, give it another coat, not a big deal. And the parts that you can't see are the trim pieces on the back of the steering wheel. Same thing, I painted those, although I would like to find an actual black piece because when you have to pop off the panels to remove the bolts for the airbag, I already kind of scratched the paint a little bit, and of course then you can see the brown underneath. I would like to just find a black, factory black piece of plastic for that. Anyway, moving on. The steering wheel cover is from East Detailing Company. I actually have a discount code for you guys for that. I'd seen those in the past. The listing is actually for a Prado 120, which we all know is the exact same thing as a GX, but they also listed for a 100 series Land Cruiser, the Sequoia, the Tundra, the 4th gen 4Runner. They're all the same. They're all exactly the same steering wheel as far as we're concerned. With the steering wheel cover, they give you lots of different options as far as regular leather, perforated leather, suede, colored stitching, stuff like that, and it is real leather. It took a few weeks to get here, but I've been really happy with it so far. We'll get some close-ups, just hang tight. And the thing that was really holding me up that I had mentioned in a previous video was the buttons, the control buttons. They're pretty difficult to find, especially for my particular GX, because it has the hands-free system and the Bluetooth and everything, so the buttons on the right-hand side are a little bit more difficult to come by, especially in the black. A lot of GX470s, let alone the gray interior ones, which have the black controls, didn't have those. 4th gen 4Runners didn't have those. This model Sequoia didn't come with a black cockpit area, so I couldn't cross over that. I got these from AliExpress. I took a little chance. There's several different vendors that offer them. The descriptions are really awful. I will try to find an active link where you can buy them, and I will put it down below. I think it was like $35. It said that it had free shipping, so I took a chance, and I knew even if like the electronics inside were crap and didn't work, I could just gut my old buttons, put the electronics inside of these housings, and I would have black buttons. But they came, they're the right thing, they went right in, and they work, and I couldn't be happier. I'm ecstatic with how the inside of this has turned out. Here's a little bit more close-up. I went for the perforated leather sides with the solid leather top and bottom with all black stitching. Like I said, they give you the option between perforated, regular leather. You can even get a top stripe here. You can get different colored stitching. The way that they do these is, let's see if we can find a good spot to zoom in. They pre-stitch the outer edge on both sides of the wrap, and then they give you the thread and everything to go back and forth. Now, no, I did not make a video doing this because there is lots and lots of videos on how to do this, and deciding exactly what the way that you want to stitch it is up to you. The instructions that they send indicate going basically every other, so you're going to miss one of these stitches across back, so you'd miss that one in the middle. I did every one, so it's still one piece of thread. It's just basically back and forth, back and forth, back and forth under each one of the pre-sewn threads. Like I said, it's not difficult. It is a little tedious, obviously, and if you've never done it, go watch a bunch of videos, find a method that you like, a style that you like, and go with that. Of course, I had the steering wheel removed when I did it, and I just laid a few layers of towel down on my dining room table and just took my time doing it. You do have to, you're gonna have to tie a knot off on each end, which of course is tedious, and you gotta make sure you pull everything together really tight and keep it tight as you're stitching it. It came with double-sided tape that you line the inside of the wrap with to kind of hold it onto the steering wheel. Couple notes: it's not perfect. There's a little bit excess material up on these spokes, so it's even hard to show. You can kind of see there's a little bit of it hanging off there, and you can tuck it underneath the steering wheel. It's not perfect. Take your time. I wish I would have added some more sticky tape to these. There's a little bit of you can kind of see a little bit of a bubbling there. In the summer heat, that might stretch down and go on there. And if you want to unstitch it and redo it again, it wouldn't be difficult. Again, it'd just take time. But I'm really happy overall how it turned out. It feels phenomenal. If you guys remember from my other videos, I had the matching leather steering wheel from a Sequoia in this. It was that oak color. It's this color. So all the way around there was no wood anymore, so now I have nice padding all the way across because I don't have wood up here or down below like a GX. So you could find a Sequoia wheel or a Forerunner wheel or a Tundra wheel that even wasn't in great shape or was the wrong color, and then you could wrap it because then you'd have the padding built into the factory steering wheel underneath from the get-go. And again, here's my AliExpress buttons. The lights work, all of the electronics work. I'm really happy how that turned out for the cost. It took 4 or 5 weeks for them to come in, obviously. It took about 3.5 weeks to get the steering wheel cover, but it is what it is, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. Alright, I hope you guys like that. If you have any questions, obviously feel free to leave comments down below or email me, hawkeyeskunkworks@gmail.com. I'll do the best that I can to answer any questions along with that. And of course, I do have a coupon code. Like I said before, there it is, and I'll put it down below. Follow the link over to East Detailing. I'll just drop that link for you guys out of the kindness of my heart. It will get you 10% off. Right now, well, when I bought the steering wheel cover, I actually bought it because they had been like $100. I had seen them in the past. They were 50% off. I don't know why they were doing that, and I just checked. They're still 50% off, and with the coupon code, you still get another 10% off of that. So with shipping cost, it's like just over 50 bucks. I was more than happy to pay that for what it turned out. I think depending on what options you get, it can bring the price up a little bit more, but I think they throw a lot of extras in at no cost, like the colors and stuff. So check that out, and I think if you watch long enough or email them or sign up for their account, like their emails or whatever, I think you can get free shipping on top of all of that as well. So leave me some more ideas on what I should do on the inside. I'm looking for some seat covers, I think. Maybe some like canvas utilitarian front seat covers for the summertime, just to try to keep the seats as clean as possible while we're camping and hiking and doing outings and stuff, and keep our bare skin off of that hot leather on those front seats. So there's that. Anyway, until the next video drops next Sunday, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give the video a thumbs up, and follow the other links down below over to my Instagram and my Facebook, my social media stuff, where I post a lot more stuff. Other than that, I've been roasting some coffee beans lately and posting that. I'm going to do some of that later this week as well. I still have the diff actuator I'm rebuilding. I'm just looking around real quick on. I bought some more suspension parts, Toyota suspension parts, used stuff offline to add to the collection. So there's that. I have even more Toyota suspension parts showing up tomorrow for the 3rd gen, and yes, we're gonna start some 3rd gen stuff. I need to order some tires. I am excited to get that thing together, looking the way that it should for Hawkeye Garage, and to start driving it again this summer. So till next week, thanks for watching, take care, goodbye.